Okay, so the Champions League is starting in a couple of days, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask everybody who they chose as their winner, because in August I'm sure everybody had a team that we're gonna choose. I kind of know what Derek. I think I know what Derek picked is documented. I can't remember what Ibn picked, but I know in our past episode he did. Now I didn't ask Daniel who he picked, but I'm sure he's gonna say Liverpool now because I don't have any record of who he picked before. But Derek, I'm gonna start with you. First of all, I'm gonna go across. Who did you pick to win the Champions League?
Juventus.
You picked Juventus.
Yeah.
And who did you pick, Daniel?
I think I'm going to go with Juventus too.
No, is it who you picked in the summer? Who did you think?
I initially thought Liverpool was actually going to take it.
I knew he was going to say something like this. You did not say – I know you did not pick Liverpool to win the Champions League. You did.
Juventus. You picked
Juventus. And then who did you have?
I believe I had Bayern, if I'm not mistaken.
You had Bayern.
Yeah.
I had Man City, right? I picked Man City to win. Now what I'm going to ask is, are you still confident in the team that you picked? Or if you have a chance now, who do you think are favorites right now in your mind to win the Champions League? Derek, are you still sticking with Juventus or?
I'm still pretty confident with Juventus. Most likely it's probably going to be Juventus and Liverpool in the final, if I'm being honest. That's what I think it will probably look like eventually. But yeah, I'll still stick to Juventus, even though I know if Juventus and Liverpool had to play today, Juventus was going to lose that game. But
Juventus hasn't even looked good in the league. Also.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But I still stick to them. But if I had to change my mind, it would be Liverpool. But I still stick to
that's really what I'm asking. I'm asking that, are you, as of right now, who do you think is going to win the Champions League? You can change your mind from who you pick. You don't have to, hold on to it. But, if you're being picked, you're still going to think Juventus would do it?
I would still pick Juventus because I feel they still have a very good chance of making it to the final. The only problem I have with Juventus right now is, even though I know they can make it to the final, I don't know if they can actually win. I feel like take it all the way there, somebody else will take it from them. That's
been a story for a while.
Yeah, that's my little hesitation right now. But I mean, they're a great team. I still stand by them. I think they can do great things.
Yeah.
I don't really trust that any of the other wild card will probably be Dortmund. But again, they're one of those teams. They're probably going to have a very good, spell like Ajax, and then they're going to fall off top 4 or something like that,
Okay.
But hey, let's see.
You're still holding on Juventus.
I'll hold on to them. Yeah, I will.
Hi, Daniel. I know you all over the place. You picked Liverpool. It's Juventus. Who do you think? Who do you think right now?
No. I think Juventus are actually going all out for the Champions League this time. I mean, looking at the past seasons, they get into the final and probably they actually losing. And now looking at their form also in the league, I think they are really going to concentrate more on Champions League than their league. So I think I'm still hold on to Juventus, even though I think Liverpool also has a chance of actually winning it. But I think Juventus are really, really going to push all out for the Champions League this and you know who is hungry to win it more? It's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's what he wants.
I feel like all these United fans and this Ronaldo.
It's oh come on.
The guy left 13 years ago. Let it go, okay? He doesn't know.
We're not talking about Ronaldo's relation with Man United. I'm talking about the players' hunger for Champions League. Leave Man United out of this equation. I'm talking about the players' hunger for the Champions League. And I think that's what he wants this season. I think he wants it even more than they maintaining their league title. Trust
Well,
me.
I mean, that's the whole club wants it more than winning the
Yes.
league.
So leave
I mean,
Man
they didn't
United.
sign Ronaldo to win another
So leave
Scudetto.
Man United out of this equation. Talking about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo
Not
fanboy.
Not Cristiano Man United. Talking about Cristiano in Juventus. So I think
Evan,
Juventus is actually going to go all out for it. Yeah.
Evan, your pick is Bayern Munich.
That's my team.
Bayern Munich team is playing Chelsea, so are you picking?
Well, hell no. Well, hell no.
But like, so if let's put that the fact that they're playing Chelsea aside, do you still believe that this, I mean, Bayern team that you've seen for 8 months of the season has been good enough?
No. I shake my head. No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, looking at the league itself, like inconsistency and whatnot, and contrasting their performance against Liverpool is totally different. So
Yeah.
I'm going to sway towards Liverpool. Another team that I was kind of like looking at, but again, they always disappoint is PSG.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even going to call them for anything. I'm going to stick with Liverpool.
So you don't think?
Yeah,
PSG
I feel like it's coming home again. It's coming back to England.
Okay, that's a good pick. So I had Man City, and the reason why I'm still holding on to Man City is this, right? And I've been consistent with this whole season. Is who do you have when you're struggling? When Man City was struggling, they didn't have their best center back in Laporte, right? And if you look at it, they are playing Fernandinho as center back, which, I mean, he's a good player, but he's not a center back. They're playing Otamendi, who's washed. John Stones is not good enough, right? That's when they were struggling. I like Laporte. And the reason why I like Laporte is because I think when you have a big-time center back, which I rate him as one of the best center backs in the league, not in the world. If they have him coming back, I think this team can catch some type of fire. I still think Man City can do this. And I know they haven't had the best season. This is probably their worst season under Pep in a long time, and they've been so inconsistent. But when I watch these games that they're playing, I feel like they are this close from winning and losing. Like, they create a lot of chances, but they're just not connecting. And when you're playing against these big teams, you're going to get a lot more space, and teams are not going to hold on to leads like that. It's a big call, but I don't know, for some reason I can't get off that Man City winning the Champions League this year thing. I still know, so I'm going to hold on to that. They have a big game against Madrid coming on in a couple of days and stuff, but I think that I saw Sonny back in training, so Sonny's coming back.
Well, Hazard is back too.
Correct. So I just want to ask you, in all honesty,
Hazard is back too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, let's not even talk about Hazard because he hasn't had a good season. But Sunday coming back, Laporte coming back, this team is a good team still, man. They still have De Bruyne. They still have Aguero. So I'm still going to hold on Man City. Ibn, you want to say something?
Yeah, I still. I mean, you're right to stand with your point. You know, emphasizing on the part that they do have great players that they can count on when it's crucial or whatever. But I still feel like at the end of it all, right, Man City is not a match for Real Madrid. Regardless of whatever players Real Madrid have right now, or regardless of their circumstance that they're going through, I still don't see Man City triumphing against Real Madrid. Reason being is that, one, they have Zidane. Zidane calls for it. I mean, Pep is a match for Zidane, fine, but I don't see them being Real Madrid for the sake of it being just Real Madrid.
Okay, so let's preview the game then, since you come in, because we're going to preview it in a bit. So you think Real Madrid is going to win this tie?
Yeah, they are going to win it. They are going to win it. Regardless of our girl being informed, whatever, I still see Real Madrid beating them. There is no way that they're going to be Real Madrid. I see that happening.
Derek, what do you think? This Man City versus Real Madrid, this is a huge game. This is a toss-up.
I don't think I have a strong opinion about that. I think, like you said, it's a toss-up. What I think is that I don't think Man City has what it takes to win the Champions League. But if you're just talking about the the Madrid game, I mean, Madrid hasn't been great themselves too.
It
So,
happened, but I feel like
so I mean, anything can happen. I mean, it could be like a really bad game where, City totally washes away Real Madrid. Like everyone is like, yo, what's going on? Or it could be the opposite. Like it's one of those games that you have two very tactically responsible managers going into it who have very, very talented players that basically anything can happen. And I don't know. I really don't have an opinion. I just want to watch the game and see what comes out of it.
But if you were to make a pick, you're leaning towards...
I would lean towards Madrid just because I hate City. That's the only reason.
Okay. So this is two now, because I was asking Yaga the same question. Yaga thinks Madrid are going to win this tie also. Well,
yeah.
But then again, to your point, you hate City. He's a United fan. So I don't know if emotions are kind of on the reason why he's picking. But Daniel, what do you think? The guys kind of seem to think that Man City has little to no chance to beating Madrid.
I think I differ with that thoughts from the guys. I think Man City has a chance in this, in that Madrid hasn't really had a great season so far. Looking at their season so far, they haven't been really great. But looking at the Man City situation right now, they really want to fish on that and probably also capitalize on it and make something out of it. Because looking at the form of Madrid right now and looking at the stage that Man City has actually found themselves right now, it's like a do or die affair for them right now. So I think Man City will want it more, and I think Man City will. I strongly feel that Man City can actually come up on top.
Yeah, I think there's one team that's desperate here, right? Because Madrid has the best defense in La Liga and one of the best defenses in all of Europe. They actually have the best goals against in the league in all of Europe. So defensively, they're excellent. Yeah. And now, like Derek, you said, Hazard is coming back. So, I mean, they are getting a lot of players, a big-time player back, and then they still have this great defensive record. So, I mean, it's going to be a great game, honestly. It's going to be
the best attacking team against the best defensive team.
Yeah, so, I mean,
great game.
But honestly, that matchup does not favor Man City of how they're playing because they did a lot of goals. But I still think that Laporte coming back, and like you said, these guys are desperate now. Like Man City's in
very desperate
situations where Real Madrid, a lot of those players have won the Champions League already. So I don't think like if they don't win it, they won 3 in a row. So maybe I think the stakes are kind of where I kind of lean towards Man City. Okay, so let's transition to Chelsea versus Bayern. Derek, big game for Chelsea. I don't know if, I mean, I think we have a chance because Bayern haven't been great. But also Chelsea loses to teams that are not Bayern, much lower standard than Bayern. Chelsea's priority this season are nowhere near the Champions League tournament. They just want to get into the top 4. A nice run will be nice because it helps confidence. Because when you go on a run in the Champions League, you gain confidence like, oh, we just beat Bayern. If we're playing Everton, we should be. I think it boosts confidence. How much chance, what a chance did you give us, Derek, on doing anything in this Bayern game?
I think I'm at this point where if I'm talking about Chelsea, I can only talk with my heart and not what is on paper. Sometimes I talk about what is on paper, but I don't think today I want to talk about what's on paper. I'm just going to talk about the fact that I need Chelsea to win for these boys to be passionate and feel like the Champions League is something we can do, even if we don't get, for sure we're not going to win it, but to be able to show or stamp their foot on something and make them proud that when we come back next year, there's certainly something that we want to do.
Not even next year. I think it's going to be big. If we beat Bayern in these two, this is going to be big for the rest of the season, Derek.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is really what I want. So in that case, I'm not going to say, how the German team is playing, all that kind of stuff. I just want Chelsea to win.
But
I
realistically,
mean, overall in the two games, we're probably going to win home, and they're also going to win their home game. It's just who is really good at scoring a lot at home. I can say that for Chelsea. Probably can say that for, the German team as well. But I can say that less for Chelsea than for the Germans, because I know, hey, Bayern can do whatever they want on any day. Yeah. But I can say that for Chelsea right now. Well, and so let's see how it goes. I mean, I'll be super excited. I want this for the confidence of these young men. Really. I really want that so bad. But, hey, it's football. Let's see what happens,
Betting man, you think Bayern has the edge?
They have the edge, but I'm just going to say Chelsea is going to go through.
Yeah.
I'll agree to it. I'm going to be at home with you. I'll be just hopeful that we win against Bayern. I mean, we got like that.
Well, Liverpool just scored. FYI, Liverpool just scored.
Oh, yeah. Who scored?
Liverpool.
It's inevitable. That goal.
And it's money.
Oh, man, this got some food. But anyway, let's turn our conversation back to the topic that we're asking. So I'm being hopeful. I know Bayern has the upper hand against Chelsea regardless, like hands down. But it would be a good day to beat them, both home and away. Even if we beat them at home and go tie away, I'll be very happy. And again, back to what you just said, Derek, in terms of confidence and whatnot, I feel like once we are able to get through this phase, like being Bayern, possibly it can carry on to probably quarterfinals or semis. You never know. From quarters to semis, you never know. This is
before we walk. Let's just get.
Listen. I'm just being hopeful, but I know for sure. Like seriously though, like all jokes aside, if we get through Bayern, we beat Bayern. If we beat Bayern, guys, 2012 is happening again, guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead, because you lost me there. Go ahead.
I like the way the Chelsea guys are actually talking about hope. They've actually left the analytical point.
I know, right? We all okay. So you give us all the analytics and all that stuff. Why we
all know, because if you guys didn't know the actual truth about this, the come out of this game, I don't think you guys will probably go for hope. So you all know who's going to actually come on top. It's actually Bayern, because looking at the Chelsea team right now, I don't really think that they have an edge over Bayern. But, that's football. Anything could happen. But, man, on paper, I think Bayern is actually going to come on top.
Okay. So the other games, let's pick other games. And this is just a quick, who do you think is going to win round?
Atletico, Madrid, Liverpool.
So let's start with, I'm going to start with the Dortmund and, hold on.
PSG.
See, I kind of want to go by the early games. So let's start with, Atletico and Liverpool. You're right.
Atletico and Liverpool.
Derek, who do you have?
Liverpool.
Liverpool, everybody?
Yeah, Liverpool, everybody.
Okay, so we have Dortmund and PSG. This is a good game.
Very good game.
Dortmund, high scoring.
Dortmund? Really?
It's going to be very high scoring 2 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going for PSG.
I think PSG too. What do you think?
I'm going with Dortmund because see, remember when we were discussing like who's potentially going to win it? I feel like this is what's going to basically be the breaking point for PSG not going to the next year to win the Champions League. Because Dortmund is Dortmund, but PSG, Neymar's on fire. He's on form trying to score goals left and right. But I don't see them getting past Dortmund.
They just tied their game, though. They just tied the league game.
Yeah, 4-4.
Yeah.
Oh, the game ended 4-4. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, but they benched a lot of players. So I'm looking at their lineup, and it's like there's no Mbappe, there's no.
So I guess they're trying to go.
Yeah, there's no Neymar because they have a big game coming Tuesday. So a lot of these.
And Dortmund is also playing at home first.
Yeah.
So it would come down to aggregate, and as Derek said,
if PSG loses this game,
PSG is actually definitely coming on top.
Come on, PSG is gonna win this game. Come on.
Come on, guys.
The other game.
You know why? Another reason why I chose Dortmund. I feel like they're one of those teams who never stop. Like no matter how much they're down by, whatever that looks like, they don't stop until the end.
Yeah.
And looking at what they did to Inter, I'm very passionate about Dortmund, really. I am. They're almost like the Ajax of this season for me and what they can do,
Yeah, if PSG loses to this Dortmund team, then it's going to be a whole lot of sackings going on. Okay, Atalanta, which is Atalanta and Valencia. This is like a toss-up. Honestly,
I'll go with Atlanta, man.
Is it because it's in Georgia?
Yeah, it's in Georgia.
Valencia.
I'm actually looking at their last meeting here, which was in 2017 in the Europa League. I think Atlanta came on top. They actually won by 2-1.
This Atalanta team is good. They're walking in Serie A, so this is not an easy team. Valencia are good, right? So it looks like Atalanta has
a match.
So from head to head, I think Atlanta will probably come on top.
What do you think,
Valencia
Derek?
for me.
Valencia?
Yeah, Valencia for me.
Be contrarian?
What was that?
No, never mind. It's okay. Spurs and RB Leipzig. Derek.
I'm a Mourinho fan.
You cannot pick anybody but Spurs because I've heard you guys preach about this team.
Yeah.
It is not going anywhere.
Mourinho fan, I'm going for Spurs for sure, 100%.
Yeah, I'm like, you cannot change your mind on this. What do you think?
I'm going for Spurs for sure.
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not.
Who you got? RB. Daniel, you can't change your mind also because you've been speaking about
Tottenham.
You bugging, man.
Listen, I'm going for RB. Leipzig, I'm telling you, they're going to shock them. Okay, so we talked about Chelsea, Bayern already. Napoli, Barcelona.
That one is also because Barcelona's not really playing well too. Like I don't know.
Napoli, no. There's no way Napoli's beating.
No. There's no way. There's no way for Napoli.
They're not even doing well in the league.
They're not doing well.
There's no way for Napoli.
Listen, they're not doing well, but Barcelona.
Did Napoli beat Barcelona? Was it last season?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Napoli.
Hold on.
No, wasn't it Napoli that kicked out?
Liverpool beat Barcelona in the Champions League.
No. Wait.
Yes, Roma they beat a couple years ago.
2 seasons, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yep. AS Roma. Yep.
But,
so, yeah. What do you think? What do you think?
All right. So the last time they met was what? August 2019.
Yeah.
And they beat Barcelona. Beat them 4-0, right?
4-0. Yeah.
Looking at like how Barcelona's been playing, like the last few games, I think they were like down, and then like Messi came to save the day. I don't know if they're saving the energy for Champions League. I don't know, but I think that Napoli will try to give them a match, and they might not have it easy. Probably Napoli just upset them, just like AS Roma did. I see that happening again. I see that happening.
Okay, go ahead, Derek. Because I feel like this is all in pure on. If you're a Ronaldo fan, you hate Messi. It just happens.
I'm not hating Messi.
There's no way Napoli's.
I'm talking based on form, though.
This Napoli's team is 11. How are you talking about form?
Talking about Barca's performance, though, like in the last few games that they've played.
Napoli's 11. So
it don't matter. Like you can be 11th in the league. It goes back to priorities. Like if you have a high priority trying to win, obviously, you wouldn't try to struggle competing your local domestic league. You would try to put all your egg in one basket, just you guys just discussed earlier. So I feel like that's what's currently happening.
No. In this team,
Napoli. What? You think Napoli's putting their eggs?
I don't think Napoli has enough eggs to put in even in the basket. Come on, Derek.
Come on. Daniel, who do you think?
Yeah. Come on, it's Barcelona. There's no need for argument about it.
What are you talking about? Napoli's put a what eggs in the basket? What do you think?
Wait for that surprise.
Barcelona for me too.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. No, like I'm telling you, because this guy always picking against
Come on, they have no eggs to put in the basket.
what eggs? Okay, the other game, we have Lyon and Juventus. I'm sure you guys, everybody's picking Juventus. Or does anybody think?
Juve.
Of course, it's Juve. Come on.
And we talked about the Real Madrid and Man City game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the Champions League games. There's a lot of big games coming up. And this thing is going to drag on for like a month. So, because they play the first leg, then they play the first leg, the first half of the team played, the second half of the teams played, and then they take a week off, and then the second leg plays. So it's like we won't know the winners until like March 16th or something like that. So it should be very interesting.